I'm delighted to be before you, and the person before you is Florence. I'm going to share with you about my personal story, a real story from the horse's mouth. Yeah, this story is about the death of my dad, whom I loved to its meaning. I remember it was in 2017 on 24th April when the bad news reached to me that your daddy has passed on. It was really hard for me to believe it. Like, I thought my daddy would never die. I thought he would never, I used to take him as my superhero. And this was because of the love and the care he used to show me. I mean, it took me time to believe it, but I had to swallow the bitter pill of it. And I accepted that he has really passed on. Yeah, in the process, I went for burial. We organized the burial, we buried him. So I had to get back to school and sit for my final exams, and those were senior 6 exams. It was really hard for me to settle down and read for them, because the whole time I would be just crying. I would just be thinking about the love he used to show me, the care. It was too much for me to hold it. But with time, I tried to go over it, but it was really hard for me to just let it go. But there is always this saying that I always like, that a friend in need is really a friend indeed. So in my class, there happened to be one of my classmates. He wasn't all that a good friend to me. Yes, he was my classmate, but he had not yet reached to the extent of being a good friend to me. But indeed, in that situation of me being so down, being depressed, seeing life as it is, like I used to see life as a bullshit, living in a hell, life was kind of torturing. But this friend of mine and a classmate at the same time, he tried to approach me. He was like, Florence, your dad passing on, it doesn't mean that that's the end of your life. You have to let it go. Settle down, read your books, and then see what next. Because if you just be there consoling yourself, worrying about his death, worrying about your future, worrying about your life next, you will lose the two things at the same time. That is your dad and your academics. So after him telling me that, I tried to sit down and I looked into it. But just know, it wasn't easy to believe it. At first, I even tried to hate him. I was like, maybe he's just feeling sweet on me because he's not the one going through the same situation that I'm going through. But this guy kept on coming closer to me. He tried to approach me. He tried to befriend me the more. He tried to show the love to me. I remember there was a time, sometime back before even the death of my dad, he had also given me some piece of advice which was really good. He told me to stand for a certain position in our class, and that was being a class coordinator. So I bought his idea and I stood for the post, and it was successful. I became a class coordinator, which was something good because it added on my popularity. Like, it made me somehow big in the school. So when I compared that situation, which happened sometime back, and the love he's also trying to show me when I was in such a hard situation of my dad passing on, I started developing some feelings and some love for him. I was like, this guy might be someone good, someone important to my life. So I started bringing him closer to me. I had to swallow my pride and bring myself down so that I can become a good friend to him. Indeed, we became good friends. So this Asimwe guy, that is the friend I'm talking of, he was this person. Fine, we were of the same age, but he used to think things maturely. And whenever he'd talk, you'd just see maturity in his reasoning. I remember one day he also sat me down. He was like, Florence, now you're in senior 6. Now you've lost your dad. May you settle down and look into your life. Do the first things first, and then other things will follow. If you keep on worrying about your future, worrying about your daddy passing on, you won't make anything successful in your life. Just put all the worries down, go ahead with your books. So due to the advice he used to give me, I felt more love and more connected to him. Indeed, this guy, he was so loving and so caring to me. He used to discuss for me some subjects that I used not to understand. He wrote for me some notes that I had missed when I had gone for the burial. Due to such things he was really doing, I found a uniqueness in him, and that was a unique love in him. So, what did I want to bring to you in this story? Whenever you're making friends, take your time. Don't just bump yourself into it, there and then get a friend, but take your time. Look into his lifestyle, follow him step by step, or follow her step by step. There are friends who just, love you because you're in a good moment, because you're popular, you're performing well, maybe your family is well off, but try to see, is this person going to stand with me when I go into a difficult situation? Will he still be a good friend to me? So I really want you to take this as a lesson to you. Take your time whenever you're making friends. Not everyone who laughs at you means that he's loving you or he's a good friend to you. Yeah, I may laugh, I may just be social to you, but it doesn't mean that I'm your friend. Take your time, don't rush into friendship. Take your time whenever you're making friends. And another thing that I wanted to share with you, let us try to swallow our pride. Let us try to be down to earth. Whenever we swallow our pride and we bring ourselves down to earth, we always tend to make friends who are really meaningful to our lives. I remember why I had failed to get someone who really suits my life, who really suits my heart. It was because I had this pride in me. I was like, why would I even need a friend? I have my dad. He loves me from the moon to the back. Why would I need a friend? My dad is enough. But my dear, fine, you might be having loving family, a loving dad, as I had, a loving mom, a loving brothers and sisters, but also friends are part of your family. They're also part of your life. Let's try to make friends who are really meaningful to us. Yeah, thanks for the great time you've given to me.